Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more EU4 Mare Nostrum, playing as the Italian Commonwealth, which is what I've decided to call this now. This unholy alliance between Italy and our new personal union over Commonwealth. It's pretty cool. That happened last time, and we are trying to improve relations with them. We have been trying to reconquer some of their core territory, make sure that that gets back in their pockets. I know that they have some claims against and Livonia, Bohemia, and Muscovy. Well, Bohemia and Muscovy are our allies, so I don't really want to deal with them. Muscovy, by the way, is not especially happy with me anymore, because they desire a ton of provinces owned by the Commonwealth. So, yeah, we are now in a dangerous position where Muscovy may very well decide they don't like me anymore. I'm going to try to reduce that the best I can, but we will see what happens. Last time we also did pick up some ideas. Let's see, quality ideas. Because once we combine this with the innovative ideas, we will get a 20% boost to our infantry combat ability, which is unbelievably good. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, one reason I did pick up the quality ideas instead of economic, which would have given me a policy for more Republican tradition, is because, well, I'm not going to be forming a republic anytime soon. Now, I gave a couple of reasons for that last time, but I failed to neglect one of the biggest reasons. The Commonwealth is now in a personal union with us. If I become a republic and the monarchy goes away, I lose that personal union entirely. So realistically, ideally, what we would like to do is wait about 50 years before we can start integrating these people, integrate them, and then become a republic, and take all this land for myself. Whether or not that's a realistic goal, I don't know yet, but it would be ideal if we can make it work. So we'll see. Alright, up to 70 legitimacy now. Bohemia has entered into a military alliance with teeny little Saxony here. Oh, you're little Saxony. Okay. Well, that's fun. Trier has some very funky-looking borders over here. Huh. Alright, what else you got for me, Commonwealth? So here's that. Some cores with Muscovy. It looks like you actually did just finish a claim with Lithuania. We should probably kill them real quick, actually. Come back here, troops. Come back here. Lithuania has no allies. Yep. Kill him. Take Vilnius. We'll feed this back off to the Commonwealth. ASEP. Tiny, tiny little wars, but trying to strengthen up our vassal, who is, by the way, building some more troops, it would appear. More conversions done for us. Good. Bozok will be the next on our list. Now, as far as who else we can be conquering, not many right now. Pretty much everyone over here is in a coalition, so I can't attack to the west. And the north is dangerous and also not very profitable. I can't kill Yemen. Pretty much there's only Iraq and Gasham Rakam Rakam. They have a teeny bit of aggressive expansion, nothing I can't handle. I mean, yeah, I could just attack Iraq, take a couple territories for myself, hand some more off to Trebizond, then attack Gasham Rakam Rakam, hand that off to Trebizond and the Commonwealth. Might even have to kill Genoa as well. I don't know. Just some things we could do if we wanted to. Commonwealth, don't let 2-stat get caught out. You have a much bigger army. Use it. You're gonna lose some troops, you dingus! He's a terrible vassal. I regret everything. Oh, now you're coming down this way. Of course you are. Fine. Whatever. We're gonna take their capital. It's the only fort here. And stack wipe. Yeah, that was pretty effective. By the way, one thing I did notice, now that we are at 22 tech, we are getting very close to the point of being able to use the Imperialism CB. We're actually pretty much on par, time-wise, to where we were when we were playing Russia, which is pretty cool. By the way, Shun is huge. My gosh, so is Yarkand. And Shu, never seen China quite look like this before. Anyway, but yeah, we're really close to that. If I look at my technologies, measuring the world is some more administrative and development efficiency, which is really good as far as saving monarch points. And then under diplomatic technology, allow client states and advanced casus belli. Imperialism is right around the corner, which is some amazingly good casus belli for pretty much anybody, actually. We'll be able to conquer any neighbor with pretty much no claims. Claims are still good, but it's a thing. And then there's some military technology with better infantry, better cavalry, better tactics, better shock, better flanking. Really, really good tech there as well. So 23 across the board are probably some of the best technologies in the game. And we'll be able to do some pretty awesome stuff. So we're right around the corner from being able to explode onto the map. I mean, we're pretty big already, don't get me wrong, but the Imperialism CB is how we would like to conquer France if we can. And everyone else. Castile, Tunis, Portugal. I think I do want to take over pretty much all of Arabia. So we'll take over Yemen, Oman, Iraq. One thing that would be kind of fun, as like a personal goal in this series, is to control all of the shores of the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. So conquer everything around here, take all the coastal territory, and then own all the coastal territory up to Sevilla territory here. The Straits of Gibraltar. So I own the entrance into the Mediterranean, and I will own the only ships in the sea here. That'd be a pretty fun goal. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It certainly can't without a big long war with France, but it'd be a fun little goal for me. Alright, looks like the Commonwealth is doing their thing. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and retreat my troops now. I don't need them there. I'll hand this off to you, Mr. Commonwealth, sir. And I should go ahead and just turn off my forts. I really don't need them. Mothballs, save me some money. Thank you. So my army's in position. Do we just declare war on Iraq? I mean, we could. I do need to take quite a bit of territory from them. Here's the thing, right? I don't want to take too much land for myself yet. I'd rather hand off as much to my vassals, the Commonwealth, and Trebizond as possible, and I'll deal with the diplomatic cost later. But for now, the less power I spend, the more I can focus on getting some new states, which would be very, very good for us, I think. We have so much territory, but not all of it. All of it? All of it, thank you, is useful to me at this point. Still at 75% autonomy. And that's unfortunate, and it shouldn't stay that way for long. In fact, I should go ahead and just take a look at some states right now. What would I want? Probably some more of Egypt. But also, up in Tunisia, Tunis, some pretty good stuff up here, I thought. Yeah, there's a 24 development province here. If I increased you, it says I would increase my income. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and turn that into a state. I need a core 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can't convert... I can't core this because I'm converting it right now. But it's almost done. So there we go. And there's another state. See? Not so bad. Should turn the rest of Turkey into states, the rest of the Bosnia, Serbia area into states. Should turn the rest of Egypt into states. Now, some of this low development territory down here, not a very high priority. I can only have so many states, right? That's a restriction in Mare Nostrum. So I have a cap of 52. Now, granted, right now I have only 27. So I can pretty much double the number of states I have right now, and I'd be fine. But again, I want to start with the higher value states, so that I know I'm not going to have any problems later with my state limits. But as you better believe, once I start conquering France, there's going to be a lot of high development territory here that I want to get cored. But Northern Africa? Not as big of a deal. The clergy want more land. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Or some decent base tax. Give them Tatooine for fun. Which, by the way, somebody told me that Tatooine is actually where they filmed the Tatooine scenes in Star Wars, which is something I didn't know before, and that's just kind of hilarious. But at the same time, I'm also kind of looking at it and shaking my head like, oh my god, George Lucas. You couldn't have had just, like, a little bit more creativity? Just a little bit more? No? Okay. I don't know what else to hand off to them. I'm going to give the clergy Tatooine for fun. There you go. Done. It's not especially a good province for them, but we'll do it anyway. Alright, as soon as we can finish up with this, I think I'll declare war on Iraq. We'll see how that goes for us. Discontent expired in Italy. Good. That was -1 legitimacy per year, so now we're increasing by 1.79. Not bad. More conversions done. Let's hand this off to the Commonwealth and feed them back Lithuania, like so. I, however, will take the money. Thank you. And that will do. Alright, Commonwealth, how you like that? You feeling better? You've restored your control over Lithuania. Now we need to kill Livonia. It's gonna be a little while, but... I swear I'll make it happen eventually. Alright. So yeah, Muscovy is increasingly just not happy with me. They desire so much stuff, and they're especially angry that I used a royal marriage as a pretext to claim a throne. Now granted, that's reducing by 6 yearly. Like, it's going away amazingly quickly, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the better relations over time reduction that I have now. So, I don't think it's supposed to be 6. I think it's supposed to be around, like, 3 or 4. Either way, it's going away pretty quick. I think we're going to be fine. They're also upset about my aggressive expansion, but whatever. That actually is going away at 4 per year, which is really, really good. Livonia entered the military coalition, did they? Oh, that's funny. It does appear that many people are angry at me about my aggressive expansion. Yeah, that's a problem, alright. France declared war on Provence. Really? Well, France is now fighting England. That's scary. Huh. So tempting to say, let's use this as an opportunity to kill France right now. But, because they're in that coalition, not much of an option. I'm just hoping they don't force England to break their alliance with us. Austria is accepting offers to hire some troops. Who are they fighting? Are they fighting France? They're defending against France. Yep, sure enough. So Austria, England, Brunswick, Brabant, and Provence against France. I mean, yeah, France is going to win. Hands down, France is going to win that fight. Alright, I think we just go ahead and attack Iraq. We'll have to fight Genoa, Tabaristan, and Shirvan. Shirvan's here. Tabaristan's pretty big. That'll be annoying, but I have the Commonwealth on my side. They can siege down Genoa right quick. And I can deal with Iraq. What's their tech look like? 19 military tech for Iraq, 19 for Tabaristan, 18 for Shirvan, 21 for Genoa. So Genoa has the best technology, but they're also the weakest of the group, besides maybe Shirvan. Yeah, I think we can handle this just fine. Let's go ahead and conquer Iraq. I'm going to go ahead and call in Muscovy. We have some favors. We might as well finally use them. And that will give us a in a war together bonus in our opinion. That should help with them for a little while. As far as what we should hand off to our vassal, or a war goal, is actually what I'm more concerned about. I'll just say that this is my war goal. Araka. We can handle that. So yeah, between me, the Commonwealth, and Muscovy, I think this is going to be a pretty easy war. Oh, that was a fort. Of course, the one that I wanted to take was the one that's the hardest to get for taking war score. Kind of figures, but I didn't check. It did cross my mind. I thought about it, but I'm like, no, it's probably fine. Spoiler alert, it wasn't fine. Uh-oh. We don't want to deal with these Tunisians. Get back up there. I'm going to send an army up by, like, Damascus, just to kind of dissuade any Iraqis from coming my way. And I'm going to send this army to Genoa. The Commonwealth should be able to handle them, but we have an army already kind of in position. We have really no unrest to worry about right now, which is amazing. And Gibraltar is under control, so yeah, okay, we'll just do that. Shouldn't be a problem. Provence wants military access. Sure, I'll give it to you. I mean, that means that France can wander through my land too, you are aware, but alright. Portugal is declaring war against Mali. Really? Huh. Okay. Good to know, because that might mean that when I eventually do declare war on Portugal, I might be able to take some African territory down here. I really would like somebody to colonize this stuff so that I don't have to worry about it. Because I don't have any colonists, and I don't like this uncolonized land. I don't know if we're going to get lucky on that. Ravensburg in Austria has canceled. They're participating in the same war, so they can't rent troops. Makes sense. It's no problem. Lost a claim on Civis. I don't need a claim against my vassal, so that is completely fine with me. Hello, there's Iraq. They are trying to, do something. Vatican infiltration. Bribes are not an uncommon practice, and with the right amount of money, we could perhaps manage to influence a cardinal to infiltrate a religious order. Gain influence. I don't need the prestige. Let's just gain the free influence. That seems fine. Okay, we stack wiped Genoa. Let's just go for Kaffa. Let's just immediately take your fort. Can I say I want the Commonwealth to siege this down, and also this. I haven't messed with my my subjects in a little while. Go ahead and be aggressive, guys. Do the best you can. And for my estates, I haven't messed with them either. What should I do? Could lose some prestige to gain some influence and loyalty from the burghers. Sure, we'll do that. Do I demand diplomatic support and lose 20 loyalty? If I do that, I think I would lose the development cost. I don't care about the development cost. I'm going to demand some support again. It's only 50 Diplo power, though. Their influence isn't quite high enough. Do I have any good trade provinces that I should hand off? I might, actually. Let's see. Because I took a bunch of territory over here. Tunis is now a core. Absolutely, I can hand this off to the burghers. There you go. Not that. Nothing over here. I could give him Genoa, and it's not a bad idea, so I will. It's always worth getting more trade power in these nodes. I think that's good enough for now, though. What's this? An estuary. But it's not a state. So no. Alright, but does that increase your influence enough? Absolutely it does. So now I can get... still only 50 Diplo power. Thought it might be 100. Recruit Minister. That would give him influence. A level 3 Master of Mint. I have a bit of inflation. Don't necessarily need it, though. I'll hold on to this. It's not too important right now. Clergy. I don't want to lose any legitimacy right now. I could give him money, but meh. Nobility? Yeah, I'll lose 5 prestige for this. Sure. Right now, we're generating 0.44 prestige per year, despite the fact that we are hovering at 90, so... we can be frivolous with our prestige, especially since we're at war all the time. And we should be able... should be able to get a lot of prestige out of these wars. Alright, we're in the Highlands, which is defensive territory for Iraq, which is not what I wanted, because now we're rolling -2, but... we have greatly superior tech and numbers, we'll be fine. And they're doomed. Conversions! Kabylia. How's religious map mode looking? Pretty good. We managed to convert all of Northern Africa. A little bit of stuff in Tunisia, a little bit of in Egypt, Turkey. For the most part, though, we're looking pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Commonwealth, you're Catholic, right? Yeah, you are. Good. Okay. Well, that's what I like to see. There's Baghdad. Doesn't Baghdad have like an H in it? At least in the English spelling of it, which may be more of a British colloquialism, I don't really know. Alright, let's see. Let's start moving some armies down this direction. Let's see, I'm going to put a general in charge here. Which general is in charge over here? 1201. So we can put this one here. There. So that's all 3 generals. And now we can explore some of the Terra Incognita. That fort is already down. We should move immediately on this fort. All of my vassals clean up over here. Oh! Found something big. Hang on. Can I get over here? It's dry lands. I think we'll probably win anyway. No, maybe not. Ooh, they rolled some really good numbers. How long until I can reinforce? A few days. It's gonna be a little while. Ooh, I don't know if I can hold out. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there we go. More numbers. We're good. Crush, crush, crush. Thank you. So this has 21,000. Let's go there. 23,000. Let's go there. You can just sort of heal up. Recover. Here comes Tabaristan. Here comes Muscovy. Little late to the fight there, buddy, but alright. And France was building a spy network. We already know that because they slandered me. Again. The French are just a big bunch of bullies. They slander all of our people. How dare you. Go ahead and move up there. 52,000 troops is nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot. We can, however, take a new quality idea, which will give us some yearly army tradition. which is okay. That will improve my generals quite a bit over time. Muscovy, where are you going? I should probably just make a move on Baghdad, shouldn't I? You need to back up. I don't know where he's going, but I don't like it. Actually, looks like Tabaristan's already making a move on Baghdad. Good job, sir. Well done. They're going for this fort. They want to take the highlands back. That's fine. You go ahead. Muscovy, what are you doing? Are you going to go engage in this? I feel like you probably are about to do exactly that. You shouldn't, but I think you are. Okay. It's sort of a shady decision there, sir, but okay. Brabant will cede stuff to Liège. Give money to France. Liège will gain 15 power projection. How fun. I don't want to fight that 19 stack. These guys are still recovering. But it does look like Muscovy decided to get involved, so okay. We'll send some troops to help you. You're very confident, aren't you? How's your tech look? 21, not too bad. You're actually really good in military tech, but very unbalanced in admin and diplo, which, by the way, in Mare Nostrum, increases your corruption if you have unbalanced tech levels. So that's something to consider. Here comes the Commonwealth! And there's the Siege of Mausi. Can I kill things over here? Sure, I can catch this one stack out. It's nothing amazing, but I can. Go to Mush, or Mush. Go to this fort. I'm kind of wondering if that's where he's about to retreat, in which case you might be able to stack wipe him. We're going to explore all this terra incognita. This is the land that I want to take in order to form Rome. Where are you going? Are you going to this fort, actually? You might be. Here's something interesting. Baghdad is not exerting a zone of control over the terra incognita. Like, usually I shouldn't be able to move past this, right? I passed from Sahilia into Hilla, and that entered the zone of control, and yet I somehow went from Hilla over to Samoa. I'm not sure how that worked. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be able to do that. And yet somehow I did. So, okay. Let's go ahead and split it up. Make sure we grab all of this. Conversions are successful. The Commonwealth did their job. They did it very well. Good job, guys. Thank you kindly. Okay. Sieging all of this down. Oh, big fight. We'll see if we can help. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get there in time. That's some pretty big numbers against Trebizond. That said, my vassals are on their way. No, I definitely did not take that in time. But it is farmland, so it's not defensive terrain. And here comes the Commonwealth. This should be an amazingly good fight for us. We are flanking like crazy. Brunswick is out of their war. No surprise there. Go to, you know what? Just sit here on Baghdad. Keep the siege progress. And there goes Muscovy into the clouds. It looks so weird going into the Terra Incognita. Muscovy has ascended Mount Olympus into the clouds and now communes with the gods. Got no idea what they're up to in there. But I'm sure they're having a great time. Siege of Kaffa is over. I thought Kaffa had 2 Fs. No, it's only got 1. I stand corrected. Alright, we'll send this army down over yonder. Unless I have some unrest I'm worried about. No, it's just the Tunisians. Nothing too crazy. We can handle that. Alright, yeah, send the army down. We'll keep them in reserves, or maybe we'll just make a move on Shervin. Yeah, go for Shervin's capital. This is their capital, right? Yeah? Yeah, it is. Okay. Whoop. You thought you were going to make a move on me there, Shervin? Is that what you were thinking? Why don't we just sit here and wait? We'll see what you do. Those are mountains. I do not want to fight them in the mountains. Muscovy can do that if they want to, but I don't feel like it. Okay, we'll go take the mountains then. And that siege is done. Let's see if we can kill this 5 stack over here. It's not quite a 5 stack. It's actually 4, but that's fine. Muscovy did decide to engage them in the mountains. Seems perfectly fine with me. We should move on to Baristan's capital right away. It's right here. Like, that's not so bad. We can reach that. Okay, we should explore the Terra Incognita. Genoa wants out of this war. Of course they do. Well, I can do that, But I'm going to hand as much off to the Commonwealth as I can and let them deal with it. So, yeah. Let's see what I can take from you. I can take all of it. Now, that would be worth a ton of aggressive expansion, though. So I'm not going to take that. This is too much. I'm going to take Kaffa and hand that off to the Commonwealth because it is a valuable trade province. Because it has a coastal center of trade. But I'm not going to take anything else because that's too much aggressive expansion. Instead, I will take your money. I will not make you return any cores. You can break your alliance with France and Iraq. Give up your claims. Nah, I don't care about that. War reps, sure. That should be fine. Alright, Genoa, you're out. Thank you kindly. And now, you don't have to worry about them being allied to France. And the Commonwealth gets a good new province. I think we're going to call the video there. This war looks like it's going to go very, very well for us. Having Muscovy on our side is certainly helpful. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.